How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So this video, I don't know what I want to do. It is a nice day out. Next couple days are supposed to be kind of nice. So I've got like 2 days, maybe 3, to work on this video. So first thing I want to do is, I don't know. I might go ahead and tear one of these heads apart and kind of look at a few things. I need to measure, which I already kind of did, but I want to measure because I already said in the previous video that I want to order new retainers. So I want to measure and get the exact ones that fit in the LS Beehive. One's perfect. So we're probably going to tear apart that head. I've got my remote control car charging because I really want to go and play with that for a few. And we might sand the tailgate, work on some of the truck on that. So where should we start? I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to start on them heads and pull all the springs out and all the valves out, because I want to get the valves out and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to clean the valves. The valves have carbon buildup on them, as always is normal. So we want to get those clean because we are reusing the stock valves. So we want to pull them all out, keep them lined up so I know exactly which one goes in where, and slowly get them all cleaned. I have somewhere, oh, it's over there, is my ultrasonic parts cleaner. So we're going to break that out here in a minute and get some stuff cleaned. So let me set up tripod and get rolling on this. Okay, so I've taken these two out, you know, the springs and all that stuff off before. So let's go ahead and tilt this back. And we will pull the springs out, or the valves out. And I mean, as you can see, you know, there is buildup on these things, but that's normal. That's just the way it is. So what we're gonna do is put these in here, fill it up, and then get it running and see if it breaks up the buildup. So that. Plug this in. And then up the time. And then get it started. And we'll let this run for about a half an hour and see how it works. I also am going to throw in the little, whatever, I can't remember what they're called. My brain is just like went to crap right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one valve at a time, putting them in there, so that way when we get them cleaned, we can put them in line and have them all lined up. So that way we can not get nothing mixed up, because they are set per cylinder. And then we also need to clean these up, which I've got to go to the store, get cleaner and all that stuff. So let me finish just taking these all apart, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, I got the head taken apart. This one, I'm doing one head at a time. I don't want to mix anything up, so we're just taking our time with this. So I got all the valves taken out, and then, so basically, first valve, you know, for 1, 2, 3, 4, even though that's not the exact number, and then the first set are in here. And I mean, as you can see, I mean, this one is like the worst. I mean, look at the chunk, the buildup on that. But they're not bad. Everything's cleanable, everything's fixable. But besides that, like, the heads look good. You know, they do need cleaned. I mean, they've been sitting, so they really need to be cleaned up. So not a big deal. We'll get on that. Inside, I mean, they're dirty. Motor's been sitting for a minute. Now, got the valves in here. They're cleaning up. I don't know if this is going to work or not, or we're going to have to Google and find another way. But, I mean, it's breaking up. Just don't know if I have the time and the energy for that kind of just sitting there running for who knows how long. But we're going to give it a try. If this doesn't work, we'll move on to something else. I don't know. Google is always your friend. Alright, well, this is running. We'll clean the head another day because I don't have the stuff to clean that. So let's get on to, I don't know. I guess we'll get on to the Silverado because we're going to go ahead and start looking at some of the body work on that, because I have less than 3 weeks before our car show. So got to get this thing looking a little bit better. It ain't gonna do a lot, but hey, we're there to have fun. So let's get outside. Let's work on the Silverado next. Clean my screen off. Well, it's the next day. When I was recording yesterday, my son showed up. Somebody came over. Wound up chilling the rest of the evening until probably like 10 o'clock that night. So didn't get nothing else done from the previous clip till now, but that's all right. Hey, that's life, you know. Gotta adapt to everything. All right, now squeeze my fat butt past this truck. So I really hate to do this because that truck just looks so good and clean right now. Okay, dirty clean. But I think we're gonna go ahead and start really ripping into the body and start to tear some stuff off of it. And we're going to get it ready to start sanding and stuff like that. Now, basically all we're gonna do right now is we're gonna strip all of the molding off this truck. So all the stripping all the way around it. We're gonna get all this off. Then of course all of this has to be sanded and cleaned down. So, which we will get on here too. Probably will not get onto that today. Like I say, I hate doing this, but it's all gotta come off. It's all falling apart, and plus, we need to get this body clean. We need to start getting it sanded, because we're gonna be painting this sometime soon. Get the Silverado off right there. I'm going to order new front bumpers because you can see they're on the front bumper also. And if you take those off the front, correct, there's holes behind the bumper. And the same thing with the back. But I want to get new bumpers anyways, because I mean, look at this bumper. It's rusted. It's got a pull on it right there. So needless to say, gonna get new bumpers on this thing too. All right, well, let me go ahead, get this side off, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Okay, so I got all the trim off all the way around the truck. And of course it does look, you know, really retarded. But that's okay. We're gonna get sanding on that here probably tomorrow. Because I'm also gonna go ahead and get sanding on this tomorrow also. One thing I did today is I drove my truck. I've actually drove my truck the last few days to work. One thing I have noticed is the pollen is like outrageous right now. So yeah, that sucks. I'm allergic to that crap. But I went to use my windshield washer fluid on the Silverado and nothing. So that's something I need to diagnose, which I'm probably going to do off camera and all that stuff, is trying to diagnose the little motor in there of why it's not running, whether I haven't checked whether it could be unplugged or what, because yeah, I hate a dirty windshield. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up, and then I want to work on this motor. I got so much to do. We're just kind of winging this stuff, you know, every day something different. We just do it how we do it. So let me go ahead. I want to work on that Silverado. It's gonna take me a little while to figure out why my windshield washer squirter thingy isn't working, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I headed out. Well, I'm heading out right now. Duh. Go get me something to eat. But I just, you know, windshield washer fluid thingy on my truck. The little plug wasn't plugged into the tank, so somehow it unclipped itself and came out. Whatever, not a big deal. But hey, at least I got windshield washer fluid now, so that's a good thing. Next thing is, you know, I'm out here. I've got my GPS unit that I just got the other day, and I'm gonna drive around with it for a while I get me something to eat and try to check it out, figure some things out, and see how it works. So far, so good. I mean, I like it. It's really nice. It's really clear. I mean, thing's huge. Only bad thing is in this car with this setup, I have no. Dude, just make ding ding for it. Whatever. There's no place to stick it. I was thinking about sticking it right here, but the sticky base thing isn't big and is too big to fit right here. So needless to say, that ain't happening. And I'm not sticking it to my windshield because I hate putting those things on your windshield because they always leave those like little sticky donut things, little marks on your windshield. I mean, that crap annoys me. And plus it's not going to permanently be in this vehicle, so yeah, no, we're not sticking it on the windshield. So we're gonna cruise around, check this thing out. If there's anything phenomenal about it, I'll tell you about it in the meantime. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow when we start working on Silverado, sanding on it some tomorrow, because it's getting late. It's gonna get dark in less than an hour, and well, my neighbor's cutting the grass and it's kind of hard to film while he's cutting grass, all that kind of stuff. So we'll catch you tomorrow after work. Alright, well, it's the next day, like I said. So I've got my headphones, compressors already fired up and full, and we are going to head out and we are going to start sanding the whole side of this truck down. So, needless to say, I'm going to put the GoPro on either time lapse or whatever that thing is called, time warp, whatever. Hopefully it works. Last time I tried it, it didn't work. So let's go ahead, try it again, and get the sanding going. Okay, let me clean this screen off because everything, well, it's about to rain, which sucks because I already feel a little raindrop or two. So I've got the whole side all the way down sanded. Then I went up a little bit. That's where the Silverado was. Then there was a rust spot there, and there was a rust spot there. So I went ahead, got all that cleaned up. Now I need to go ahead, get this masked off and get it painted real quick before it starts raining, because I watched the weather and they were like, oh, it's not going to rain until late tonight, like basically after dark. Yeah, it's going to start raining here real soon because the clouds are moving this way, and yeah, I'm feeling raindrops. So we need to get this up, because if not, it's going to be rusty. So let's go ahead, get this done real quick. I'll get back with you in a minute. Yep, as soon as I turned the camera off, like from the last clip to this, as soon as I turned the clip off, just started raining really hard. It's eased up for a minute, but I mean, you can see the rain everywhere on it. I went ahead, I know this is going to be crap because it's raining like right now, kind of misting, but there's water in the paint. So I went ahead, just threw some primer over top of it all. For now, I'm gonna have to come back out and basically once it's, that'll be next video. Once it stops raining, gives me some clear time, I'm gonna finish sanding. So what I'm gonna do is actually that body line all the way down, get all that sanded all the way down, so then I can just paint right there, that body line all the way down. And then also flip around, get the other side done, because there's a lot. And actually, like, I've been procrastinating on this truck for a long time. Well, this right here got me back in the mood. So we're going to be sanding on it. I need to tear the whole interior apart, not the carpet, not the seat. The stereo in this thing is junk. I have a brand new Pioneer on the shelf over there. I have some speakers, so I need to, because there's door speakers and there's speakers in the back panel, B-pillar, that go in and out periodically, but I don't think there's nothing in the doors, and the door panels are loose. So there's a lot of stuff that I really need to get on. Well, today, even though I mean getting rained out, motivation like crazy. Heck yeah. So we're gonna end this video, but stay tuned, because yeah, next video on this, which will be the next video, next Saturday's video, will be more sanding, more cleaning, more getting this thing looking good, getting this rust off, getting it on point. So hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.